Revelation 1364. From the 31st of March 1940. Free decision between matter and mind. Choose between matter and the spirit. Decide between the state of banishment or the state of freedom. If you are in knowledge, this decision will not be difficult for you, and therefore seek to reach the right knowledge first. And if you have the will for it, the eternal divinity certainly does not withhold the right knowledge from you. Because you may only want that your thinking is right, you may only always strive for the true and just, then you will also recognize it and therefore also be very well able to make your choice between matter and spirit. Everything material pulls you down, because matter is part of the evil. Matter is everything distant from God, while the spirit raises to the height, because it is from God. So if you seek spiritual things, you are raptured from all earthly heaviness, you approach your actual destiny. So matter and spirit are the opposite of each other. One must be defeated by the other, and that means redemption, thus life, or damnation, thus death. If spirit wins over matter, then it has completely redeemed itself from any bondage and is free. But if matter is victor, then the spiritual is banished for unthinkable times. It is in the power of the opponent who wants to prevent the redemption from matter and only always strives for the increase of matter. And therefore both can never be met at the same time. It is not possible for the spirit to free itself and at the same time also to pay homage to matter, because always the life of the one means the death of the other. And therefore it is completely impossible that a man develops to spiritual maturity, who still strives for earthly goods, because the desire for matter, which holds all immature spiritual in itself, cannot possibly be fulfilled while the spiritual in man reaches maturity at the same time, because this spiritual can only unfold as soon as the fetters are shattered. All matter is bondage, therefore everything what holds undeveloped spiritual. Thus, matter is the shell which must first be demolished, so that the core becomes free. He who does not sacrifice the shell, cannot attain the inner fruit, and therefore also the envelopment of the spirit must first be blown up, that is, all earthly desire must be sacrificed, so that the spirit can now undertake the flight to the heights unhindered. And this is the most difficult decision for man. To consciously give up the one to be able to receive the other. Separation from matter is often so difficult for man, that he keeps the spirit in himself mercilessly bound. He sees only the apparent value of the material and gives up infinitely precious things for it. He does not know the advantage of spiritual awakening. He does not know about the spiritual success of a soul despising the world and its goods. And therefore he does not strive for it. But if his desire for truth has also brought him the right recognition, his striving will now only apply to the increase of spiritual good, because he now learns to despise matter and seeks to reach the height with all eagerness, because nothing holds him back on earth any more. His spirit soars up, and the thus liberated spirit will also succeed in completely separating from everything what was an obstacle for him to reach the height. The human being has decided in free will. Matter means nothing to him, therefore he has completely overcome, the spirit is liberated and can enter into bright spheres. Amen.